Bonnie Baker of QAD in Summerlin, California. I'm holding in my hand a copy of a paper copy of an invoice. I'm going to mail it to you, to your attention, Bonnie Baker, Human Resources Manager, QAD software. Might be changing the name. QAD, of course, is part of this invoice. I named QAD when Carl Lomker was trying to get rid of me. He was always trying to get rid of me. No matter, I built Bonnie, I built the publishing and the department and the communications, what I called it something, graphics and publications. I built that department from nothing. Turned in really responsible and decent professional not invoices, this is a professional looking invoice. I turned in professional newsletters for QAD and Apex. I did a newsletter for the American Production and Inventory Control Society, which I am a CPIM. Not in good standing. I don't pay memberships, but I passed the test and was the best one at Decker's, provably. Anyway, long-winded. This is the thing I guess I can do. I was trying to figure out how can I make my memberships worthwhile. Well, I've got the giving away the secret of what our logo is, because it's not a light bulb. But the other thing I can do is I can show them early videos of me taking action to try to get you guys to pay the invoice and hopefully you to notify people at QAD and in the Santa Barbara area and around the world about what the Lockers did to me, and get me memberships. And in those memberships they can buy shares in this invoice, this very invoice. It's $100 million, but I only personally will ever take $40 million from this. I'd like to give $40 million to shareholders, and they can choose how much of that they want. And we got $20 million for a legal firm that wants to take this on. But it looks like I'm doing a lot of the legwork, so you know, maybe $20 million is a little generous. But if it is, I'm still only taking 40, and I'll give the rest to my shareholders. And it could be Pam and Carl Locker could be big shareholders. I wouldn't put it past them. But I've never heard of anyone giving a 60% discount on an invoice. And that's what they could have. And it's a swindle invoice, and it's part of my victim's impact statement for the district attorney, Joyce E. Dudley. So I'm sending Joyce E. Dudley a copy of the swindle invoice. And it's also part of my opera. So this is the opera. The opera now takes a turn where I finally, after 2.5 to almost 3 years of having this website, I'm going to initiate it. I'm gonna try to bring it to life and do things. Hopefully, I'll be able to take a trip to California to get my homeless friend out of homelessness anyway, if I possibly can, and if she still needs me. I haven't communicated with her for a couple of months, which is a little scary, but I didn't have any money, so I couldn't have helped her anyway, or I didn't have anything that I thought I could do. But now I do, Joyce E. Dudley, and now I do my family, and now I do the school, Aurora University. I'd really like to get a lot of members out of that. And Joyce Dudley really, because I am the totally good guy in this whole scenario. I really think I deserve to have I'd love to have 400 district attorneys be members of 400 light years and see if we can do something about 9/11 and the Patriot Act and Homeland Security and no habeas corpus and having a Trojan country, a Trojan horse country that's not on our side, and having oil companies that all they want to do is turn this into pipeline city because they think we're going to go out anyway. And I'm afraid I'm a little on the pessimistic side too. But I'm still a good person and I want to make changes. And we could stop using gasoline right now and force billionaires to pay for the changes of anyone's vehicles. They don't need much. And alcohol could be just one of the many ways. And I believe that they can make fuel everything has to be carbon neutral. And the way to get carbon neutral everything in the world is for us to get a hold of Congress. They're the most powerful single thing in the world. You could have all kinds of people everywhere in the world doing all kinds of protests, and it wouldn't matter compared to having Congress surrounded and under lock and key, and maybe we'll just keep toilet paper from coming in until we get good bills coming out, good laws coming out of Congress. Curtains for Congress. We take good care of them, but we demand that they start taking care of human beings and not the few oligarchs that may be in league with the UFO people that are under Fort Huachuca and wherever else they are. But I know because my ex-father-in-law, Tracy's father, was so highly placed in military intelligence. He knew what he was talking about when he would talk about, they gave us the microwave, the UFO people did. Bonnie Baker has bouncy boots, a giant job in a tiny cube, trying to survive with all the other roofs. She'll put a nice face on some disgrace, but she ain't mean and cruel. Just a baker who bounces her 1,600 ounces so discreetly and cool. Bonnie Baker, real up faker, some genius old fool. Now I don't know you, and you don't know me.